Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Michael Maney begins now.
Thousands of furious cruise passengers are headed for Hobart after a cruise ship was forced to divert away from international waters. Some passengers told 7 Tasmania News it's thrown their holiday plans up in the air, while the tourism industry says it could be a positive.
A dream holiday turned into a living nightmare.
One of the passengers were breaking down.
He was in tears.
The Pacific Adventure by P&O Cruises set sail for New Zealand on Monday from Sydney. Rough weather hitting just 5 days into the voyage, causing major difficulties. Hull cleaning was too dangerous for divers, meaning the ship didn't pass the Kiwi's strict border security requirements. Many passengers taking to social media voicing their frustrations, some sharing their experience with 7 Tasmania News.
We're stuck in our cabin pretty much for 9 days doing nothing. There's nothing to do.
Others told us they were on their way to weddings, events and celebrating anniversaries. Some, even Hobart locals, reluctant to return back home to their own backyard so soon.
You know, you paid for an international cruise, but we're going back to Australia.
P&O says guests were informed there could be significant changes to the itinerary and have been offered onboard credit and future discounts, while there's in-person support on board. As the weather begins to improve, local traders are already preparing for the influx of cruise customers, putting extra staff on the roster, while the tourism industry says it's excited about the influx.
That Hobart nationally has the best welcome of any port in the entire country.
The ship will also head to Port Arthur and Eden and is expected to dock in Hobart on Tuesday and Wednesday.
It's a desired destination, whether that be for cruise ship passengers or for visitors that come in by air. Our brand is strong, demand is strong for Tasmania, so we're going to capitalise on this and make sure they have the best time.
But no doubt, still not the Pacific Adventure many had planned. Ruby Cairns, 7 Tasmania News.
Retirement villages could be the key to helping alleviate Tasmania's housing crisis, providing dedicated spaces and assistance services. A new report also finding those living in retirement villages also led happier, healthier lives.
88-year-old John Doherty moved into this retirement home more than a decade ago. He says he doesn't regret it.
The people who live there, they are wonderful. We have a great community spirit.
A new report by the Retirement Living Council has found benefits in tight housing markets, such as Tasmania, if more people like John move into retirement living sooner. A potential 18% reduction to the national housing shortage.
It's now very clear that retirement living is a secret weapon when it comes to injecting more housing supply into the market around Australia.
The average entry fee for a 2-bedroom retirement unit in Tasmania is a third lower than the median house price. But many retirees have reservations about moving out.
They find it difficult to come to grips with the fact that they have to move sometime. Sooner is better than later.
It also found choosing community living over aged care comes with huge health benefits. Residents were 20% less likely to be hospitalised, 15% more active, significantly happier, more social and less lonely.
What these communities do is they result in fewer GP visits, they result in shorter hospital stays, but importantly it results in delayed entry into residential aged care.
With our population of over 75 set to explode in the coming decades, it's an issue which won't be going away anytime soon. Mark Zita, 7 Tasmania News.
Clarence Mayor Brendan Blomley has missed out on pre-selection for the next federal election. He had reportedly thrown his hat in the ring to run in the Senate for the Liberal Party. However, current Senators Claire Chandler and Richard Colbeck, along with Jackie Martin, were selected by party members at a meeting today. The federal election is to be held early in 2025. A rubbish fire has seen large amounts of smoke billowing into the air last night at Devonport. It happened at the Dalverton Waste Management Transfer Station, affecting nearby Railton Road and the immediate surrounding area. Authorities say there was no threat to the community. Drivers have braved the wet weather to take to the track for the State Karting Championships. More than 100 racers from across the country are being put through their paces, with some looking to take their career to the next level.
Burning rubber in a bid to be crowned champion of Tasmania. is our big dance, so this is the show day.
It's a great event, so state titles, and thought we'd come here and support the local club, and there's a lot of good competition that's come here this year.
The state titles bringing drivers from across Australia to southern Tasmania for 3 days of high-octane racing. Famous for producing some of the world's best drivers, more than 140 competitors of all ages and abilities are taking part in the category.
Just down here to just see some stuff and just come into different tracks.
You start off at a Cadet 9, so anything from 7 years old upwards, and then they move right up to the ranks. I think our oldest driver's 72.
The weather throwing a spanner in the works, with persistent rain causing chaos. Drivers and their teams worked overtime in the pits in a bid to keep their karts and tactics on track.
We're struggling with a bit of setup. It's sliding around a fair bit, so trying to get that sorted.
Those ones that went in yesterday as favourites aren't so favourite today because the conditions have changed.
A win here has high stakes. Champions get to place the famous blue plaque on their kart for 12 months. Success also helping accelerate a career in the sport.
I enjoy meeting new friends and having a good time.
It's pretty hard, they're pretty quick, but yeah, it's good fun.
John Hunt, 7 Tasmania News.
Hundreds have taken a trip down memory lane at the 100-year anniversary of an iconic Launceston landmark. Spinning wool and cotton for 74 years, the Coates Payton's factory was woven into the fabric of the city.
Knitting together a celebration 100 years in the making. The Door of Hope holding an open day to mark the centenary since the Coates Payton's factory opened.
My father worked here, so I used to come here and ride my push bike around in the wool store, and it was always known to me this is where Dad worked, so I was always coming up here.
For former employee Avery Hardwood, it was a chance to reunite with old colleagues and have a yarn about the days when textiles were produced out of the factory.
It's good to see some people that I haven't seen for a long time, and they're having a lot of fun too. They're catching up with their old workmates from all different departments.
And we recognise the company played a huge part in the development of the city.
Even though the factory closed in 1997, people like Avery keep the memory alive through the preservation of memorabilia. An official reception attended by Launceston Mayor Matthew Garwood chronicling the anniversary. The old front facade sign was also brought out of storage for the first time since 2003.
We had to keep them because they have a great significance to our community. So we've stored them away, and today the centenary seemed like a great opportunity to get them out.
There's actually 2 of those, so one from the front, one on the side, and they've still got them, so that's good. It's really great to see.
The church hopes the celebrations are the first step in immortalising the origins of a Launceston landmark. Mark Zeta, 7 Tasmania News.
70 performers are preparing to take to the dance floor for a grand Regency ball at the St James Hall in Hobart tonight. The event forming part of this year's Derwent Regency Festival and sees attendees take a step back in time to the late 18th century. Participants have been busy learning traditional dances and creating formal outfits from the period.
A lot of people make their own, not everybody. Some people buy things online, some people buy things that other people have made for them.
The dancing from that era is really exciting. There are lots of really lively, intriguing dances from that era, and the music is beautiful.
Tomorrow's festivities include a garden party before the event wraps up on Monday night. And Tasmanian driver Lachlan Dalton has finished 7th in race 1 of the Dunlop 2 series at the Adelaide 500. Dalton started on the grid at 11th position and completed the race in 40 minutes and 5 seconds. He's sitting 10th in the overall driver standings. The Tassie Tigers Hockey 1 premiership hopes are over after the men's side lost to New South Wales in their semi-final. A final quarter double put the Pride in pole position to advance to the grand final. Tassie twice reduced the margin to a single goal, Kookaburra Jeremy Haywood among the scorers. But a final quarter blitz from New South Wales sealed an emphatic 6-2 win.
There it is, and there's the goal to finish it off for New South Wales, and Tim Brands has put it away.
The Tigers will play for 3rd place tomorrow afternoon. The Hurricanes' WBBL title chances will go down to the final day of the regular season, but they'll need everything to go their way. Brisbane dealt Hobart a huge blow last night, defeating the Thunder to book their spot in the top 4. The Canes must score a big win over the top of the table Adelaide and hope the Thunder lose heavily in the Sydney Derby. You can see the match on 7 Mate tomorrow from 10 a.m.
Good evening. Maximum temperatures generally around 2 to 6 degrees above average in the north of the state today and 1 to 4 below average around the south. Hobart a high of 17, Launceston 24, 21 in Devonport and 20 degrees in Burnie. 25 was the high today and that was recorded on Flinders Island. Luncheon Hill 24, 23 at St Helens, King Island 21, 20 for Low Head, Strawn and the Friendly Beaches, Bushy Park 19 and 16 for Grove, Lyawini and Maria Island. A thick cloud band is seen on the satellite sequence moving across Tasmania during the morning, with more clear skies visible during the afternoon today. Here we can see extensive cloud and thunderstorm activity over the eastern states. Thunderstorms are also over parts of northern and central Australia. Tomorrow a low pressure system will move over the Tasman Sea, directing a cooler south to southeasterly airstream over Tasmania. Several troughs are affecting the mainland. Looking to coastal waters now, south to southeasterly winds 20 to 30 knots, tending east to southeasterly 10 to 20 knots about the central north. Swells between 1 and 4 metres around the state. There is a strong wind warning for almost all coastal areas apart from the central north of the state tomorrow, including southeast inshore waters and channel. Hobart can expect some showers tomorrow and a high of 16, showers and 17 at Richmond, and 18 at Ouse with showers also. Showers in Launceston and Deloraine 19 and Devonport showers as well 20 degrees. A shower or two in Strawn tomorrow 20, 17 and showers in Burnie and a shower or two for Curry 17. St Helens a shower or two and Whitemark showers both 19, 16 and showers at Swansea. Looking ahead now to Monday, showers about the north, fine elsewhere apart from light showers about the south coast. Tuesday, isolated showers about the northwest and light showers about the east and south coasts. Showers about the east and Bass Strait Islands on Wednesday, mainly fine elsewhere. Melbourne, a shower or two, 20, a mostly sunny 29 in Sydney, and Brisbane, a partly cloudy 28 degrees. Right now it's 15 and cloudy in Hobart, Launceston 21 and cloudy, Devonport 19 and cloudy. A wet day ahead for most of the state tomorrow, Michael.
That'll be good. The farmers are screaming out for more. Well, that's all your news for now. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night. Good night.